Travelling used to be everything to him. He'd work in a shitty job for 6 months at a time and then quit to travel on the money that he'd earned. It was that way until one day, on impulse, he visited his city's most famous monument, and his world was turned inside out. Where other people travel to see monuments, he had always journeyed to see the various peoples of the planet, and there, in his city's monument, he met in one visit more people from more places than he could ever hope to meet in a lifetime of travels.
Tokyo, Barcelona,
Japan,
Bridgewater,
Pittsburgh,
Argentina,
Spain, Osaka, Sicily,
Napoli, Barcelona,
Vancouver,
Chile,
Lancashire, Madrid, Buenos Aires, Krakow, San Michel,
Rwanda,
Hong Kong,
Kent,
Miami,
Brazil, Newcastle,
Seoul, Mexico, Virginia,
Tokyo,
Alba, Australia.
Scrapping the plans for his next voyage, he quit his temporary job and got himself employed as the ticket attendant at the entrance to the monument, the place through which all visitors passed on their way up to the top of the building. He no longer needed to go out to the world. Every day and all day, the world came to him. He hasn't travelled since. Having first visited the monument with his school at a tender young age, he had revelled in shared awe with his classmates at the sheer otherworldliness of the structure. He had never experienced anything like it, and his transfixion with it grew as he became older. But he was distressed to see that in direct proportion to his growing love for the monument, those around him, other residents of the city, were conversely losing all interest in it whatsoever. Eventually it simply seemed to not exist for them. It seemed that everybody in the world was in love with the monument, except the very citizens of the city to whom it belonged. His distress manifested itself in an ongoing project to redress this disastrously sad apathy. If the people of the city wouldn't go to their monument, he would bring it to them. Every other day, he would buy one miniature model of the building and place it somewhere in the city. By the time a few years had passed, he had not only made very good friends with certain souvenir shop owners, but he had succeeded in re-implanting his beloved monument back into the everyday streets, into the very grain of his city.